Zhang Yao. So I'm also the CMG reporter Zhang Yao from CMG, and we also bring you the coverage to talk about the content technology and the industry. But actually, you are a freshman in the content technology. So for me, I think I can only heard the term, the content physics. And this is a high-frequency word. I read a lot about the content technology. So I also want to know what content is. So that's why we invite Mr. Zhang Yao to explore this exhibition. So today we will take a tour and to learn more knowledge about the content technology. Especially, I would like to emphasize that in the past few years, China have achieved a lot of efforts in the content technology. And also this year we have this technology and industry conference, so we can learn more about the content knowledge. And also we have another guest who also part of the host of this content technology and industry conference. And also I am a member of the Anhui Provincial Department of Science and Technology. And this is the 2025 Content Technology and the Industry Conference. So this year, we especially emphasize the importance of the alliance of the industry, academia, and the research. Can you tell us more and give us a preview about this conference? So for this year, as for the scale and the number of participants, I would say this year we have a big improvement compared to the previous years. And it is our 5th year to host this content technology and the industry conference. Start from 2021, we held the first conference, but at that time we have a very limited space for the exhibition. But this year we can see we have a very large area of around 10,000 square meters, and also we have over 311 exhibits showcasing the latest achievements since the beginning of the year. So I would say for the scale and number of participants of this technology and the industry conference have reached a new high. So for Zhang Yao, it is your first time to come to the content technology and the industry conference. So what is your impression? So I learned about, for example, the supercomputers and also Mozi and some of the content technology. So I really want to know what kind of the scenario would the content technology can apply to our daily life. So this year, actually, it is the 100 years anniversary for the development of the quantum technology. So I would say since the inception of the concept quantum physics to today, the year of 2025, it is already 100 years. So we have several rounds of revolution of the quantum science. So in 1925, we first learned the concept, the quantum physics, and we also know about the laser equipments, atomic bombs, etc. This is the first round of the revolution of the quantum science. So for the second stage, it is how people control the quantum world, manipulate the quantum world. It also covers 3 areas of aspects. And so for this year, we also focus several areas such as the supercomputing, the quantum computing, and also the quantum communication, precision measurement. So for these 3 aspects are actually the 3 key aspects in the quantum technology. So for some people, maybe they feel that the quantum technology just emerged in recent years. However, for the quantum technology has been existing for 100 years. So here right now we are come to another exhibition hall. You can see we have many scenarios applied to your real day life. So here we showcase some of the quantum technology, and also we show some of the major achievements in the quantum technology. For example, we have some of the precision measurement equipment, and also in some of the medical areas, we also have some equipments that has been supported by the quantum technology. So this is the person in charge in this section. So in this area, you can see we have many equipment. Start from 2016, we have a lot of the high-tech equipment. And so for this equipment, it will help to do the research. It will serve the universities and the scholars. And for example, we cover a huge number of supply chain. So for our equipment, it will help us to learn more about the physics and also some of the new energy vehicles. And also we will study the organs and also some of the molecules. So we not just focus on the laboratory, but also we bring our technologies to the real-day life and also to help us to fit into the national strategy. So can you tell us more like a specific scenario? So we are using some of this quantum technology in the medical aspects. For example, we are focusing on some of the disease diagnosis and also to detect the MCG signal, etc. And in the future, we will continue to make improvements to meet people's needs. For example, we have to fit into different scenarios. And also we have to consider the cost, like for example, how to save the cost in the equipment and to develop more latest technologies in the content area. Thank you. So in the area of quantum and in Anhui Province, we actually focusing on 3 key areas. And just now we are talking about the precision measurement, but we also have the quantum computing and also the quantum communication. So in these 3 areas, Anhui Province is actually one of the leading cities in these 3 aspects. Yes, indeed, we have a lot of quantum advantage in Anhui Province. We have many enterprises like focusing on the studying and also bringing out the latest development of the quantum technology. And some of these companies also based in Anhui for the research and the studies. So for the quantum technology, it feels very high-end, high-tech. So how we link the quantum technology into our daily life? And this is the reason why we host this Quantum Technology in Industry Conference. And this is the reason why we hold this exhibition. We want to tell the public that quantum is actually existing around our life. So now we will come to another stall. So this is actually organized by the China Telecom Quantum Group. And in this place, you can see a lot of products that has been supported by the quantum technology. So maybe we can have the person in charge in this section to give us a brief introduction. Good morning. So right now, we are actually coming to a special session. We talk about the quantum communication, especially the encrypted communication. So this is the quantum encrypted intercom system. So actually, we have developed a software. You can install this software in your mobile phone. So can you operate the mobile phone for us? So actually, we can, after you install this kind of software, you can see some of the decrypted information. We also give the authorization to certain people, so not everyone can see this encrypted information. So by using this technology to make sure that the communication is safe, and also we can also apply this kind of technology into WeChat and some of the conversation. For example, when we send some documents, we can encrypt the script, so not everyone can see the script. It is very safe. And also you can have a very safe or encrypted conversation with the other side. So you need to have this like decryption function installed in the phone in order to learn the communication and know what information is communicated. So this is immune to the eavesdropping. So what happens if some people try to eavesdrop? Well, for those people who want to eavesdrop the information, they cannot hear the information itself. Instead, this person can only get access to some noise. So actually, we are using this kind of content encrypted intercom system to build a very secure and safe gateway, so we can build a content-secure office platform. Because in the office platform, we have a lot of information that is highly confidential. And in China, we have over 6 million users to use this kind of content encrypted technology. So by using this kind of content encrypted technology on mobile phone, it can ensure that all of your communication is safe. So my question is, in the future, if we want to use this kind of phone, so when can this kind of mobile phone available to the market? So right now, most of our users are actually coming from the enterprises. This is just to protect the information transmitting inside of the office. But of course, if you want to use in your daily life, you can also apply this kind of application. And for this mobile phone, it's not cost very high. So you can also use this kind of technology in the phone such as Huawei. So it's very cost effective. When I look around and also find a very interesting thing, so for me, if I want to, for example, to open a company, I would like to use this kind of content technology. So for this one, this is the content technology, content-supported seal system. This is also very classic or typical in our office scenario. So for example, you can use this kind of equipment for the stamping. So this is to ensure the safe to collect the seal and stamp the seal. And you can see all of this process will be recorded in the content camera. You can make sure that for the official seal is safe. So in the future, some people actually use this kind of seal randomly. And in an office scenario, many people would like to abuse the use of this kind of official seal or stamp. But by having this kind of the content-secure gateway or facility, you can only use this authorization code in order to use the seal to make sure that the use of the seal is safe and secure. So once again, and this time we talk a lot about the content technology. And this year, we actually released a lot of major achievements. Can you tell us more about these achievements that's been released yesterday in the opening ceremony for the content technology and industry conference? Well, this year we have released a number of achievements covering several areas such as the quantum computing, measurements, and communication. And this year, we would like to highlight the superconducting quantum computing. And this year, we also made a lot of breakthroughs in the area of the neutral atom quantum computing. We actually highlighting the achievements made by the Anhui Province. So what is the rank, for example, in terms of the quantum technology in Anhui? So in Anhui Province, we have the leading research team for the quantum technology. So for some of the achievements, they can actually representing the international standard, international level. And also we have the incubators for the quantum companies. We have hundreds of the companies. both in the upstream and the downstream. And for some of these enterprises, they also take the lead in terms of the content technology. So for the content technology, it is not just help us for the communication, but also we can use some of the content technology in the automobiles. So, for example, this area is actually showing some of the technology that has been applied in the smart vehicle. So right now, we all know that we have a lot of the intelligent automobiles, and also we focus a lot about the, for example, the security of the use of the car. So this time, we basically using the QKD, which is the content key distribution, to ensure the communication for our drivers to the outside. So, for example, in your mobile phone, you have a lot of privacies, but right now you can more and more people use they have their private car, their own automobiles. They have a lot of recordings, and also they have a lot of videos captured by the vehicle. So if some of this information were leaked or stolen by others, it will also damage the interest rights for the drivers. So that's why we want to make sure that the information inside of the car is safe. So this is what we call the content-supported seat. For example, if we have a camera capture some of the privacy of the driver himself or herself has the right to get access to all of this information, the footage and the video captured by the car. So this is the way how we do it. For example, if the driver have some of the pictures taken inside of the car, we have to make sure that these pictures will not be leaked outside of the car. Just like you are using some of the social media app, you want to be extremely safe about this information. For example, if you want to get access to some of the footages that has been captured in the automobiles, first of all, you need to get the permission from the driver or the owner. So it feels like we're actually putting a shield to protect the information, especially right now. It is the time of intelligence, so many people are very concerned about their privacy. So that's why we have to make sure that we have a very high-tech content technology to protect the privacy. So we always talk about the scenarios. So what efforts has been done by Anhui Province to ensure that the content technology can be applied to different scenarios? We have keep doing this for many years. And also yesterday in the opening ceremony, we released that hopefully by 2027, we can apply this technology to over 1,000 scenarios. By 2030, this technology can be applied to at least 3,000 scenarios. That is our ultimate goal. And of course, we need the government resources to support the companies and the individuals. And from the government side, we want to support the traditional enterprises, and we want to encourage them to use the content technology. And hopefully for these enterprises, they take the lead, they use the technology, and also they can bring benefits to the public. And just now we are seeing some of the content technology has been applied to the automobiles, and this also helps to ensure the safety of the communication and information. And also for some of the new energy vehicles, we have to make sure that when the car is being charged, we have to make sure that the information is safe as well. So maybe this time we can talk about how to ensure the security and the safety of the charging of the car. So based on the needs of the public, of our people, you can see we have different style of the charger. So we have a separate stock. And this is a smart charger. We are using the content technology to make sure that the charging process is safe. And also, as I just mentioned, we are also using the technology of the precision measurement to ensure that the charging process is safe. And also, we want to improve the efficiency of the charging. And to be more simple and direct is to make sure that you can charge your car faster. And you can see we have a comparison here. So for the conventional charger, it's very large in size. But the newly developed one, you can see it is very high-tech. And also you can see how many, the degree and the level of the charging of the car. And also in some of the security area, we also focus on the safety side by using the quantum technology. For some of the dedicated lines, we also apply special lasers, the quantum lasers, and we can actually detect the smoke in the forest area. And as I just mentioned, for the precision measurement, the sensitivity for detecting the new physics was improved by 70 orders of the magnitude. So here you can see in this area we have set up different monitors and the sensors. In the past, we only use the cameras, but that is not precise enough. But now we have applied this quantum-based radar, so we can monitor the situation in the forest 24 hours per day, and also the sensitivity and also the precision level is much higher. So in the past, we only use the cameras, but sometimes some of the signals will be blocked based on the different weather conditions, and also you can see the lens, the microwave is much longer for the detection, so it can also achieve the quantum precision measurement. So for me, as a consumer, I come to this exhibition. If we want to feel in person for some of the products from the quantum technology, do you have any recommendation? So for some of these products, you can see you're very familiar with some of these products. For example, you just see some of the mobile phone. And also for the State Grid, they also introduced a series of the quantum encrypted products for distributed new energy systems. So this is also quite close to our daily life. So for this exhibition, it is not just give the platform to the enterprises, for example, to form cooperation, etc. And also it can give a chance for the local people and the general public to have a knowledge about the quantum technology. So what is the level as for the advancement for the quantum technology in China? So right now, we're at a very critical time. For example, when we are continuing to learn the knowledge about the quantum technology, we also try to make some breakthroughs and release more achievements. As we just mentioned that with this year, we have just completed the 14th five-year plan, and also after the fourth plenary session of the Party Congress this year, they also emphasized the importance and also the future direction for the quantum technology. I would say that for the quantum technology, it will become a new pillar for the future development, especially for the 15th five-year plan. And we will still have more room and space for improvement. So now we are seeing the superconducting quantum computer. So now you can see the projection of the superconducting quantum computing. And now you can see more details about the superconducting quantum computing. So here now you can see the architecture the structure of the computing prototype. So in the past few years, we have done a lot about the superconducting qubits and also the high-fidelity content gates. So I would say for the superconducting quantum computer, it is very important for the quantum technology. For this kind of the superconducting computer, we have to make sure that we have a dilution refrigerator for the quantum computing. So we have to make sure that the temperature and also the cooling environment can be lowered to the minus 273 Celsius degree. So under such circumstances, this superconducting quantum computer can be operated. So we just talk about the quantum computing advantage. As we just talked about for Anhui Province, we have developed the 3. That is one of the most eye-catching superconducting quantum computing system in China. So, but for the general public, can you tell us more of, for example, the benefits that has been brought by this superconducting quantum computer? And for this one, I would say this is very specialized, and most of the research institutes would like to use this kind of the computers. But we also have like similar prototypes. And also, if you're very interesting in the area for the algorithm, you can actually use like different models for the quantum computing. But for the 3, that is the most leading superconducting quantum computing protocol. So if you are interested, make sure you can pay a visit here. You can also use the platform to train your algorithm. For example, when we are using this kind of the superconducting quantum computing system, it can help us to have a more accurate weather forecast. You can actually use this to forecast the stock. So for the general public, you can also try to use this superconducting quantum computing prototype. So we have like different models which suits different needs. So when we display different kinds of the products, we also consider the needs of the consumers. So Mr. Zhao, so for the quantum industry in China, so can we say that we're already at a stage of the rapid development? Well, we still need some time. But right now, we would say that we are right now at the path of using the quantum technology. The most important thing is that people know how to apply this technology in our daily life. So, Mr. Zhao, in terms of in Anhui Province, can you give us an overview about the development of the quantum industry? As I just mentioned, in Anhui Province, we have like enterprises, about like 100 enterprises, both in upstream and the lowstream. And today in the exhibition, you can see many enterprises here. And also we have some upstream enterprises. For those enterprises, they just give support in the 3 major areas. For example, the quantum computing, communication, and also the precision measurements. For some of these like participants, are they all come from Anhui Province, or some of them are coming from other cities? Well, I would say this is a national level of the quantum technology and industry exhibition. We have like participants from different like cities in China. So can you tell us about the reasoning like behind the convening of this technology and industry conference? So I would say the quantum technology is one of the cutting-edge technology in the world, and also it will change our lives. So that's why we want to compete with other countries. So that's why we put a lot of efforts in developing the quantum technology in Anhui Province. So each year we host this content technology and the industry conference, and this year is actually the 5th time, and each year we can see we made a lot of improvement compared to the previous year. So by looking at some of these products, we can see now we're at the rising stage for the development of the content technology and the industry. And also we can feel that like content empowers the intelligent future and also empowers the different industries. Now you can see for the content technology, it can ensure the safety of the information and also communication. So for the content communication, we focus on communication, and also for the superconducting content computing, we are focusing on the algorithm. So Zhang Yao, with this visit, do you think that you get a lot of more insight about the content technology and the development of the industry? Well, for me, and before I came here, I would say that content is just like a friction to me. But here, when I come to this exhibition, come to this conference, look at all these products and look at all these enterprises, I can feel that for the content technology development in China has already at a very rapid development stage. And also, I'm fully confident that in the future, in Anhui Province, we will have a much prosperous future for the development of the content technology. So for this year, for the exhibition, the conference, you can see it will bring more knowledge to the general public about the technology. And also for this conference, it also gives a platform to different enterprises so they can have more exchanges about the content technology. We believe that in the future, we will have more generations and more cutting-edge products coming from the content technology and the industry. So now, this is our part in Anhui Province. Thank you for watching.